Let's move on to Thad. Tell us who you think won E3 of the first-party publishers.
Yes, of Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony.
That's it.
I'm gonna have to say it. Let me clarify this. It depends what you're looking for in an E3 conference.
That's fair.
Microsoft won in terms of who had a better show.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft had surprises. They showed new things that they're doing. They showed that they're more customizable, that they're more lenient, I guess. And they're
Yeah.
they're
trying
trying
to say open.
Yeah, they're trying to be more open.
They are, definitely.
And, which is cool because they talked about Windows 10 for about forever. They mentioned it, like name dropped it like every 3 minutes.
And then brought it to the PC gaming show as well.
Yeah. So we never stopped hearing about Windows 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with Microsoft on this, but not without mentioning that Sony also had a good show. I had to rewatch it
Yeah.
to make sure it was a good show.
Me too.
Because watching it live, I was kind of like, you guys are just really blowing through this right now. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm loving what I'm seeing, but like,
It was
give me a
just
show.
game.
I'm okay with that. That's the kind of conferences I want to see.
It was good, but it was like basic. It was just like, here's this. All right, we're on stage to announce this. All right, we're back to announce this. And it's like, it was cool because we got through a lot really fast.
That's true, yeah.
But we also saw things that we've already seen.
Yeah.
I could have gone without seeing Uncharted again.
See, I disagree because
That grabs it.
I love Uncharted. I love Uncharted, and it is their best-selling franchise.
It is, but we already know it's coming late.
Yeah.
We already know about it.
It'll be answered at the end of this segment.
Yeah, we'll answer later. I think in my opinion, I think we could have done without Uncharted. I think if they would have added more time to talk about what's coming to PlayStation, like what are we doing with the new network? What's going on behind the scenes?
Yeah.
Like, let's hear from other important people within Sony.
Yeah.
Like, let's get them some FaceTime to make a more of a connection with the consumers. I'm not going to gripe about that because I think they saw a good show. I think that was just a matter of opinion kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to go with Microsoft as my winner for E3.
Okay.
For the first party studios.
All right.
Nintendo didn't even
3-0
come
on everyone
Nintendo
else.
didn't even come close because Directs come out all the time. And this is just another one of them.
Yeah, and it wasn't...
It was funny.
It was...
It was funny.
To say something for Nintendo, it was funny. They are really good at, like, every E3 they do one of those sketches like that, and every year they're funny. And something needs to be said for the fact that every game they talked about, they gave a release date or window.
Yeah.
And that did not happen at any other press conference.
It's true.
So something needs to be said for that, because I think that is something that should be done more often. I hate, like for instance, the Final Fantasy VII Remake is announced at Sony's press conference. People flip out. You know what would have been better? If they said, coming winter 2017. Now I have a window.
Yeah.
Now, I know some people would be like, well, those things change all the time, and that's true, but at least we have an idea of when to expect the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of just being like, here's the game, we'll talk more about it this winter.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Which
So
we know when they're talking. It was TGS.
Yeah,
is gonna
probably.
be when they talk about Final Fantasy VII again.
Hopefully.
It probably will be.
No, I'm just saying. I'm hoping they do.
Okay. I thought for a second I was like,
No, like
I know you. I thought I was like, I think you want this.
Yeah, I'm hoping
A
they
little
do.
bit.
I think I might get it. Yeah, I'm not a Final Fantasy player yet.
I mean, it has a lot of hype. So I'll give it to Sony for getting like the kind of exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
When they got Call of Duty, I'm sure that's big.
That's big for multiple companies.
and that's big for their investors as well.
It's a big deal, but not big for me. So another matter of opinion deal. I think Microsoft just killed it, like I said.
Sure.
We've all mentioned it. What happened? Backwards compatibility and AR, kind of cool. Plus, they have 6 games that got release dates. I think, and all 6 are coming out this year.
Yeah, at least the majority of them are for sure coming out this year.
Yeah.
There should be like a rule in E3: you can't show anything 2 years.
Well, that's what
later.
Nintendo did. They only showed stuff that was coming within the next 12 months.
Yeah,
So the next
that's
E3.
perfect.
I think there's a reason behind that, and that's because the NX.
Yeah.
We can talk about that some other time, but I think Nintendo's just like, well, we'll show you what we got now because what's going to happen in the next 12 months is going to radically change everything. So,
Fair enough.
yeah, and then for my game, I'm going to have to go with Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes, absolutely.
That game looked fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it
Fucking
does.
bows, dinosaurs.
And
Robot dinosaurs.
And actually,
Robot
it
dinosaurs.
was interesting because Shu went on
Yeah.
and was talking about who, if people don't know, Shu was the nickname of the CEO of Sony PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
All the worldwide studios. He's the head of PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's a big job.
Yeah.
And he went on and he was like, I was nervous for this game.
Yeah.
He's like, I was nervous because Guerrilla, A, is doing something that we've never seen,
Yep.
and B, there's a female protagonist.
Yeah, I read that today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was one of the big articles I read today, was the whole Shu going like...
We didn't know
like,
how it would turn out. Yeah.
They thought that... He honestly thought it was going to be a flop on stage.
Yeah.
And everyone has just sunk their teeth into that game.
They're
Looks
like,
amazing.
I mean, they gave us just this little blip of like humanity's gone, and it's like people are like, go on, and there's robot dinosaurs, and she's got a bow, $60.
See, all of us while we were watching it, we're like, okay, cool, a
Yeah.
trailer, and then it rolled right into gameplay.
Yeah, gameplay.
We're all like, hold the fucking phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. And I'm excited for it, and I'm nervous for it. I think it's going to do great.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But it's only running 30 frames a second.
Yeah,
Right,
I
yeah.
at 1080.
Yeah, at
1080, 30 frames right now.
Huh.
Why can't they utilize like 60?
I think,
They're working on it.
and
They're
for the,
getting
for the record, too,
last Call of Duty was 60 frames.
there. Really, huh?
pretty much all of us wanted to talk about Horizon, but Thad picked it first, so we let Thad. All of us were really, really excited
Oh, yeah.
about
Yeah.
It
Horizon.
looks dope.
And I did read them talking about the 30 frames per second. Also, what we saw isn't the only thing that was there. Again, press got to go behind closed doors, and
course.
they got to play a little bit more of that demo. And apparently, like, what they showed, the reason they showed that is because that is what is working properly. It's still, it's still very early in the game's
Fair enough,
development. Like, actual playability wise. So, there was a lot of glitching. For some press members, it crashed and they had to restart. So I think they're just too early to be pushing at 60 frames per second. It could still come later. You know what I mean?
Good, but they're also still running the same engine that they made Killzone,
Shadowfall on.
Shadowfall on.
Yeah.
So it's just a slightly upgraded engine.
Well,
And it's
but
interesting.
To be fair,
because-
Shadowfall looked amazing.
yeah,
it
Shadowfall,
really
I
did.
mean,
Great.
So I'm not worried about the graphics for this game because Guerrilla does a great job at that.
They do.
You can all say the early PS3 graphics compared to late PS3 graphics were the same way.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
that's
it's
true.
been a year and a half or 2 years almost since
Yeah.
Yeah.
PS4.
Also, this game has been in development for about 4 years.
Yeah, they started right after Killzone 3.
Okay.
They did the same thing that Naughty Dog did, where they split up into two teams.
Oh, okay.
One worked on Uncharted, one worked on Last of Us. Same thing with Killzone. They split up into two teams. One did this, one did that. Or Guerrilla, sorry. And one team worked on Killzone, the other team worked on Horizon.
Yeah. So I think Horizon's pretty much my game of the year. I think we all kind of unanimously are kind of like, okay, this is
Yeah.
kind of the shit.
As a whole,
Fractured
for
butthole.
the what?
Fractured butthole. I was actually gonna take that before I was like, I gotta jump on Horizon.
I think the Ship Squad game of the
Definitely.
show goes to Horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Thad
you.
personally also picks Horizon. We really, really liked that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.